I pretended to be the poor cousin at my uncle's party and accidentally exposed the whole family. I, 21F, come from what you'd call a successful family. Doctors, engineers, business owners, the kind who introduce themselves by job title before their name. I'm a literature major, so naturally I'm the family disappointment. Last weekend, my uncle hosted a huge anniversary party at his mansion. Caterers, fairy lights, violinist, the whole we're better than you aesthetic. When I arrived, my aunt hugged me and loudly said, "Oh, you came. I thought you'd be too busy." Reading poems? Everyone laughed. I smiled, because I had a plan. See, I recently started ghostwriting college application essays and brand stories online. It went viral on TikTok, then LinkedIn. Then somehow a small business magazine picked it up. I never told my family. They think I just tutor kids. So at the party, I kept playing the role. Quiet, harmless, struggling creative. Then my cousin, 23M MBA, self-proclaimed entrepreneur, started bragging about his new startup. Everyone was praising him like he cured a disease. The startup name sounded familiar, very familiar, because 2 months ago, someone hired me to write the entire brand narrative, pitch deck story, website copy, and investor speech for that exact startup. Same tagline, same origin story, same. I started this from my dorm room emotional hook. I looked at him and asked calmly, "Hey, didn't your company launch in 2023? Because I wrote that origin story in December 2024. Silence. He blinked. What? I pulled out my phone, opened my contract, screenshots, payment receipts, email threads with his name. Turns out he outsourced his entire branding and pretended he did it alone. Which, fine. People hire writers. But then my uncle proudly said, he built it from nothing, no help. So I said, technically you paid me $2,000 for the nothing. My aunt went pale. My cousin tried to laugh it off. It was just editing. So I read the first paragraph of his investor speech out loud from memory. Because I wrote it, word for word, people started whispering. One of his investors, who was at the party, slowly lowered his wine glass. My uncle looked like someone unplugged him. And then, the best part, my quiet grandmother, who never speaks during these ego parades, said, "So the literature degree is feeding you, but the MBA is borrowing from it?" No one laughed this time. The rest of the night was awkward. My cousin avoided me. My aunt suddenly became very polite. And my uncle? He asked for my consultation rates before dessert. I left early. Ate roadside fuchka on the way home. Best $0 dinner of my life. Moral of the story. Don't mock the quiet cousin, especially if she writes for a living.